And Charlie, you can take your phone off mute. All right, here we go. One, two, three, four. All right, Charlie. So let's get into these questions, man. Give me a question. Give me a number, 1 through 6.
6.
All right. One, two, three, four, five, six. All right, here's our first question. Where did the Infinity Glove go? Or gauntlet. It's a gauntlet, not just a glove. Where did it go? Or what's happening? We saw it all explode, and I thought, first of all, I thought that was all that was absolutely incredible writing and great visual how they did that. That after he used the gauntlet, it blew up. I mean, it really helped you to understand how helpless this situation was, because it wasn't like Thor could have just reached and grabbed the gauntlet off of what's his name is Thanos
Thanos.
right after it happened and undo it. Like the glove blew up, so it's probably jacked up. So basically, not only where is it, we know Thanos has it, but like what's the status? What's the condition of the gems? So Danny, what do you think, man?
I don't know. I think that was a pretty cool way for them to come out at the end with it being damaged. You only saw it for a split second, but you could tell clearly that it was left hand, right hand, left hand, that it
Left
was
hand.
damaged, and that okay, so you're not gonna be able to use that to get these people back. But also at the same time, it's good because Thanos can't use it other places. He can't go anywhere else and do that same thing. So I guess the dwarf may have put that into, like, put that fail safe in there to, if he used it, that it messed up forever. Um, I don't know. I think of course we'll find out in the next movie, but I think that all that power, no one gauntlet can have all that power, and that's just how it go, man. I can't wait to see the next one. Like I told you, I didn't really like. The more I think about this movie, the less I like it. So I'm ready to go to the part. I'm ready for Infinity War Part Two.
The less you like it.
What about you, Charlie? What do you think happened to the stones? What's the condition?
I mean, I think the stones are fine. I think the gauntlet to me, I mean, having that much power surge through it, I guess I just couldn't handle it. I mean, no matter what they created to hold the stones. Um, I guess the only question with me is he must still be able to use it because he went someplace else at the end of the movie, and I'm sure he didn't fly in a spaceship to get there. So either it's still messed up, or he can just as long as he just use them one at a time, maybe it still works. Um, but the condition that it looked like when he used all of them together was just too much for that one gauntlet. I guess that's maybe why it self-destructed. But
Charlie, that's a good point. You're right, because after the gauntlet exploded, he still escaped, and obviously using the space stone in order to do it. So it couldn't have been completely wrecked.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
maybe just
think about
mostly wrecked. So that's a good. I hadn't even thought about that.
so I'm here for.
that.
Yeah, so I think when we get into our predictions, I'm going to talk a little bit more about what I think happened with that. All right, yeah, one, two, three, four, five, six. Let's see here. Where is the
Number two.
question at? One, two, three, four, five, six. Where the heck was Hawkeye this whole movie? So the Russo brothers said that they would explain why Hawkeye wasn't in any of the trailers, and the
They lied.
explanation was simple. He's
He
no,
not in
no,
the, he's
no.
not in the movie.
He's not in the movie. That's why he wasn't in the trailers. That's the explanation.
Did he? Did Renner even go to the premiere of the movie? Was he even out there?
Remember,
Nope.
in anything, he's been in nothing. Like they did a Brady Bunch type of thing, and they had pretty much the entire original Avengers cast singing the Brady Bunch, but for Marvel, and he wasn't there. I've been thinking it's like, dude, he needs a new agent.
Yeah,
But I don't know
finna get
what's going on.
Netflix show.
So So what do you think, Charlie? What do you think happened to Hawkeye? Like, is he planning something? Like, what's the deal with him?
I mean, based off what I've heard, the Russo said that he has I guess a big part to play. I'm assuming in this battle, so he has some secret mission that he's doing. Um, I'm assuming maybe it's gonna have something to do with the Captain Marvel portion of it. You know, at the end of the movie, seeing you know, Fury send that message to her on his old beeper or whatnot is that was kind of funny. But I like maybe he has some type of plan like that goes into action and Fury disappears or gets killed, and he's like that next in line to really take over Shield or whatever they're calling themselves now to really help protect everybody.
Right.
I can't just see Hawkeye just sitting at the house with his family while this type of stuff is going on. So it just seems like as soon as New York would have got hit at the beginning of the movie, he would have been talking with Fury about something, and Fury might have sent him on some type of mission somewhere to have some type of backup plan that's going to save everything, or what they think might save everything. I don't know. He has to have some meaningful, something meaningful for him to contribute to this movie because he looks way outpowered. But I guess if Black Widow can handle herself against super powered people, he should be all right.
He got distance too. He got range. What's up, Daddy? What do you think, man? What happened with Hawkeye?
I agree with Charlie, man. I think he's on some kind of secret mission. I think he's going to play first of all, I want to say that I think that the whole point of the Russo, like the whole, you know how in Civil War they all the thing they wanted to get to was that point where they did show the betrayal of Captain America betraying Iron Man's trust. I think the entire reason that they made this movie is because they wanted to do a movie with the original Avengers cast, and they had to figure out how to get back down to only the ones that were left in the first
Wow.
place. So that's why they killed just about everybody else from all the Avengers except for that original team.
Mm-hmm.
And Hawkeye was not in this movie because he's gonna play a big part in the next movie. So I think he's off somewhere. He might have been chilling at home because they did mention him earlier in the movie and say that him and he and Ant-Man they're on house arrest. So maybe we'll see in Ant-Man where Hawkeye is. So
Maybe so.
Yeah, so I think that he might show up in the Ant-Man movie. I think he's definitely going to show up before Infinity, or I mean, in for whatever the next one is called. I think there's a good chance he'll show up in Ant-Man Wasp, or he may show up in Captain Marvel. But as far as what he was doing, I think he was just chilling, and I think half his family got wiped out, if not his entire family got wiped out. I think he's on a revenge tip. I think they're just saying that rumor has it that it's a secret mission, but I think he's straight Hawkeye. He's about to be Hawkeye like you've never seen before. Like he's just about to be shooting arrows in everybody.
I have a question
you
though.
know,
How could he be on a revenge trip if he doesn't know what happened?
it don't matter, man. Somebody gonna get shot with an arrow. The first person to show up at the farm is gonna get shot with an arrow. If it ain't Colson, Colson better show up. He might be all right. Everybody else gonna get.
And what is Shield gonna
Oh
do
man.
about this, real quick? That should be a question.
Okay. That is a good question. What is Shield gonna do? I don't know. I know what they're gonna do about it. They're not gonna do Daily Squad until their season ends. That's what they're gonna do about it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not gonna come back and be like, yeah, right before the finale, guys, we're gonna have to cut a couple of you guys. So Mac, obviously it's you. And Fitz or Simmons, obviously it's gonna be one of you two guys. It's not gonna be Daisy. No, we're not gonna get rid of Daisy. You're on mute, Danny.
oh yeah,
Oh, that's why you're on mute. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying, yeah, I don't know if the people in Shield knew what was going on because I was watching the episode on Friday and they were like, it was like, did you see what was going on in New York? And it was like, man, I don't even have time for that. So they just like, I don't think they knew. They clearly didn't know what was going to happen in the Avengers movie. So Yeah, I don't think that they're going to be affected by it. This might be. They've been talking about parallel, the multiverse theory, for the past couple of episodes. So they might not even be in the same universe as all of this anymore. We don't know.
That's true. They did go in the future and then come back. And according to the way Marvel does things, you really can't travel back to the same past that you came from. You can't travel if you go to the future. You can't really go back to the exact same present. You end up in a very similar universe, but not the same one. So maybe that's what happened. Maybe they came back to a universe where um, Thanos never attacked. Who knows? I think it is kind of odd. Spoiler alert for those who are watching Agents of Shield, but it is kind of odd that if Thanos is attacking, and at the same time there's the whole other huge ship also over America, like at the same time. It's like none of them, they don't even recognize each other. Like the ring from Thanos' ship is flying off, and he's looking back, like, oh, that's another ship back there. I wonder what they're doing. All right, 6 questions. Let's see here. One, two, three, four, five, six. Can Thor die? Danny.
I don't think so because he done been through the ringer. This dude's been stabbed, blasted with radiation. He lived through holding that start that thing, the contraption together with the muscles both like I'm Thor.
Right.
I am the son of
Right.
Odin. Holding that thing open and then getting hit by the star at that close distance. No, I don't think Thor can die. Loki can though. Loki can die. We know that.
Oh,
True. I don't think Thor can die, but we definitely know Loki can. He died viciously right at the beginning. So yeah.
What about you, Charlie? What do you think?
no, I don't think he could die. I mean, the mug got. I mean, when they were putting the stone on old boy's face, it's like, okay, it's hurting him, but it's really not doing anything. Because when he came back off, it was like nothing. It was like you put an iron on his face, like it's hurting, but then when it comes off, it's nothing happened on his face. It's like nothing there, but it hurt when it was on it. So I was kind of weird. No, I don't really know. And then when they were talking about him, he was floating in space for like how long was he out there? Just hitting meteors and stuff. Then he gets hit with the sun. He's just holding that up like he at the gym or something. Just his clothes even get burnt off. I mean, like his clothes is unstoppable too. Like
Unstoppable clothes.
What is he stuff made at? Oh man.
I think it just
he
depends.
can just take so much punishment and just be fine. So does his power like when he was quote unquote dying as Rocket was saying, and Groot made his hammer and they gave him the hammer and then he just got up and was cool. So it's like did the hammer just like rejuvenate his body now? Like this is it like a sensu beam or something? It's like I'm back to I'm back to regular. I'm even strong. He's like a Saiyan. Like anytime he gets beat up and almost dies, he gets stronger. The next one. Is that what they? And there's like every battle they get stronger, like Asgardians or something like that. I thought that happened on like a Shield episode.
That's the Saiyans. That's the Saiyans,
no.
man.
That's Saiyans, but I heard something about. I thought there was something with them. I have to figure that out.
Because the Warriors 3 should be super powerful by now, and you see what happened to them. I think it depends with Thor, because like in Ragnarok, he was getting beat up. Like he had the little thing in his neck, knocking him unconscious. But then in this movie, the sun, obviously that thing is not more powerful than the sun. So I mean, I don't know. It just depends, with him. Thor has the power of it just depends. Now, real quick, speaking of Loki, I think he died, but I think they left it open so that he could come back if they wanted to. Like, it might be Tom Hiddleston might be dead, or his portrayal of the character may be dead, but I can foresee sometime in the future them bringing somebody else in to play Loki, like a younger person, or Loki has been female at one point. I can really see that. Here's how I say that they left it open. If they really wanted to make sure that you knew that Loki was dead for all time, then when Thanos grabbed him, they should have made Loki appear someplace else, like behind him or nearby, because we all know that's how Loki operates. As soon as you think you got him, he appears right behind you. So all Thanos had to do was grab him, and then Loki appears over here, and then he kills him that way. So you know for a shadow of a doubt, he used his illusion thing, and he got killed. Because with this, I mean, it's the same as him dying any other way. He got, the way he died in Thor 2 was the same type of thing. He got really, really hurt. He got stabbed pretty badly. So what's to say that he couldn't? I think he's dead for the moment, but I definitely think that if Marvel wanted to, they killed him in such a way that if they wanted to bring him back, it could make sense.
I think it would be cool for him to come back in the fourth movie just to like bring it full circle because he was the first Avengers, villain, and now for him to come back as kind of one of the heroes, I think that would be cool. But our good buddy Corpulent Geek said if Odin can die, anyone can die, and I think that's a little different.
But Odin killed himself though.
Yeah,
Odin is like
Odin let himself go, and that's what my good friend Justin he commented on the page also. He said that Odin kind of chose to go, so that's a little
right.
bit.
The guy playing Odin, the actor, was ready to go. He was like, "I'm ready to go." Yo, 15 minutes.
All right, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, this is my question. I've been noticing a couple people on Facebook. They are upset about the fact that Wakanda got attacked. They're like, "Oh, we just established Wakanda in Black Panther, and now we're already seeing it attacked." Okay, so for those people, I'm speaking to you right now. Okay, couple things. Number one, you got to understand the source material. This movie is based off of not one but three different comic runs. It's not a particular comic book. It's three different series that happen. The first one is Thanos Quest, and in that one, Thanos goes around the universe to attack random people, the elders of the universe, in order to get the Power Stones. In the second one, that's when Thanos snaps and he destroys half the universe at the very beginning of that. And so the whole movie from the whole comic book is based off of them getting that back from him. There's a third one that came out like 20 years later, and that one was called Infinity Gauntlet. This was just called Infinity. In that one, Thanos has a son. He's coming to Earth. He wants to try to find his son and kill him. And this is the very first appearance of the Black Order. And the Black Order goes to Wakanda. So it only makes sense that if you're going to put the Black Order in the movie, if you want to be true to the original source material in any extent, you're going to have them attack Wakanda. The other thing about it is that in the movies, Wakanda was able to repel the forces of the Black Order. And with the help of Thor, they were able to do so. In this one, they really were doing a really good job of repelling them just with the shields alone. The thing you got to look at, guys, if you're upset about them attacking Wakanda, you got to realize the fact that this movie only proved the strength of Wakanda. When New York got attacked, it got completely destroyed. I mean, almost completely destroyed, wrecked. I mean, horribly. Granted, it was a surprise attack, but with Wakanda, only the people died, and you only saw like some of them die until the Thanos wave got them. But before then, there was no structural damage to the city whatsoever. So it should be a good thing that Wakanda got attacked to really show how powerful Wakanda was. What do you think about that, Danny?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that it was cool for them to, they did a little sneak attack where what was it, Corvus Glaive snuck in, and I thought Shuri was gonna get it for a second. That would really hurt me if Shuri would have got killed when
oh boy,
Scarlet Witch left to join the battle. I would have been very upset if Shuri would have got it. But she held it down out there. She didn't get I don't know. I see that's another thing. I don't know if she got to finish what she was doing. You saw at the end when they grabbed the stone out of Vision's head that he just turned black. He might have just crashed like a computer. When you take the power out of a computer, it crashes. I think Vision will be back. They're gonna find a way to do something with Vision, but I don't know. I think that I was kind of, kind of torn about Wakanda too. We just got Wakanda, and now you got them in there messing it up. And I don't know. That's what. So I got my Killmonger shirt on because if Killmonger would have
Oh,
been there,
gotcha.
then he would have figured it out. We could have got Killmonger versus Thanos. He would have. He would
Not
have
made
figured it
it.
out.
He would not made it. Don't do that to Killmonger. He out there with his ancestors.
Now, the one thing we know is we wouldn't want Killmonger to get the Infinity Gauntlet.
No.
We know what he would do with it.
Yeah, we know what he would have done.
Just if he gets that reality stone, it's over.
What about you, Charlie? What do you think about the attack on Wakanda?
I mean, I be honest with you, I kind of like them fighting out Wakanda because every time I've always seen Wakanda in the comics or just like on some of the other cartoons, they're always showing how powerful they are and kind of like seeing like, okay, well, they're able to stop like aliens from even getting to the city. Like they would have already been messed up in like New York or any other place because we don't have force fields.
Right.
Force fields do make a difference.
Right.
Just seeing like the technology that they have already built in, their country. But I like to see. I like seeing that hand-to-hand combat. On that field. Kind of reminded me of like a Game of Thrones type of thing. Back when the knights and the armies ran right into it and just fought hand-to-hand combat. So that was pretty cool to kind of see that on a large scale on a Marvel movie. But I think it's fine being in Wakanda. I mean, it looked like it showed me that they are the most powerful player on Earth. I mean,
Right.
so to me, I would have been more proud. Like, wow, they held their own. Our city is fine. Did you see what happened to New York? Did we see what happened to New York? I mean, they made like 5 movies just about the destruction on New York.
Right.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know. I'd have been like Wakanda forever type of thing after I saw like, yeah, they held their own there. Especially when Thor got there. When Thor got there, it was over. But,
Yeah, Thor
Yeah.
he came in with the new weapon. He was shutting it down. I don't know what that joint was made out of. That's that realness.
Yes. So I was cool with it.
Cool. All right. Here's the next question. Here, this also was my question as well. People being upset about the ending of this movie. Okay, I get it. Like, and there's 3 types of people. Charlie and I were talking about this last night. There's people that know, okay, everybody that blinked out of existence, they're coming back. So there's no, as they like to say, there's no stakes. We know they're coming back. So I'm upset because it's not real. They're just going to come back. Okay. Then you have the people in the middle who are like, I know that they died, but we know that they're going to come back. However, how are they going to come back? That's the thing that's so that's got you still focused. It's like, man, the situation just seems so hopeless. How are they going to come back? And then you get this third group of people, and these are the people I'm talking to right now. They're like, oh no, Black Panther died. I can't believe you killed Black Panther. Oh, can't believe you killed Spider-Man. Blah 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 blah. And they're just upset. They're like, oh, I'm done with Marvel, and I can't believe it. And I'm thinking to myself, like, calm down, like, dude. How do you not know that these people are not coming back in the next movie? Like, do you honestly think that they just made $1 billion off of Black Panther, and now he's just gonna be dead now? And even if Black Panther didn't make $1 billion, is it just not obvious that when they kill all these people, they killed off the Guardians of the Galaxy, they killed off Spider-Man, and multiple people? Do you really think they're dead forever? Like, calm down. Just let's find out and see what's going to happen in order to get them. So yes, by the way, for those people who don't know, again, it goes back to the source material. That's exactly what Thanos did. Is he gained the Infinity Gems and snapped his fingers and made half of them disappear. I liked how they did it. That was great. How even though I knew what was happening, I knew that I was surprised by who died. I was surprised that they took the number of Guardians of the Galaxy that they did. I was definitely surprised that they took Black Panther. I'm glad that they did because it actually affected me. I'm like, okay, all the non-important people are gonna, oh, it's the Panther. Like, dang, well, not Wakanda forever, just Wakanda to the end of the movie. And then and then
Oh,
and then right, and of course, I think like everybody, when Spider Man died, and he was, and I even my second time watching it, I teared up a little bit, man, because
I
how
want to
he
go, Mr.
died was just
Stark. Mr.
very
Stark.
touching. Yes.
How
So,
was
what
Tony
do you
gonna
guys
get back
think
to
about
Earth?
these people? Huh?
How's
How
Tony
he
gonna
gonna get back to Earth?
how he gonna get back to Earth? Everybody else out there died. All of them gone. How he gonna get back to Earth?
Well,
I can
he
answer that.
the
I can
ship is
answer
there.
that. No, Thor's gonna get him.
You're right. They got to reach Thor.
He'll
How
reach him
Thor don't know
somehow.
where he is? How Thor don't know where he is?
Somebody know where he is. Pepper know
The
where he
Milano
is.
Pepper know it right. Pepper pissed. He ain't been returning her calls.
Dude, Pepper
She
mad.
already called off their she called off the engagement. If she made it through, she called off the engagement. Oh man, the Milano is still there. I'm sure Tony can figure out how to fly the Milano, and plus Nebula is there. She has experience with
Oh,
those type of
Nebula
ships, so
was
that
there.
shouldn't
That's
be
right.
too hard.
Yeah, she
Nebula is
did be
there.
playing. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So, what you think, Danny? I know you're one of the. I think you're one of the first group of people. But what do you think about those? What do you think about that yourself? Or what do you think about the third group of people that are so pissed off because the superheroes died?
Yeah, I think I'm one of the first. That was one of the reasons that I didn't really like the movie. I enjoyed watching it. It was great and a great experience. But I know that the stakes, like most of it is not going to stick. I think some of these people are going to die and stay dead. Like I want to say Loki. I mean, Loki is most likely to come back. But the people that died by Thanos' hands, I think they're going to stay gone. But the people who got snapped out of existence, I think a lot of them are going to get brought back, and I think it's going to make the impact of the sacrifice in the fourth movie even more poignant. So I don't know, and I just think they just used this movie to get to the fourth movie. We saw where what's his name, Doctor Strange, he was doing he was doing his thing, seeing into the future. So I guess there's a plan coming. So there's one way. That's the only hope that we got. That his plan, goes through and that they do win. But he did seem kind of sad, like it was going to be some heavy losses. So you never know.
I remember there was something I wanted to talk about and I forgot. Now you helped me to remember about basically the people who died and the people who lived. If you think about it, and I didn't catch this initially, so thank goodness to the other reviewers that are out there. Everybody, just like you said, Danny, everybody that lived was basically on the original team. Outside of Okoye, Umbaku, um, War
Sure.
Machine, and a few other people. Other than that, everybody, and of course the absence of Hawkeye. Everybody than that is from the original team, which to me seems like what they're going to do for number four is it's going to be a handoff. That you have the original team, and somehow they're going to sacrifice themselves. Maybe not their lives, maybe they'll just retire, but somehow they're going to sacrifice themselves so that they can hand off the baton to the new Avengers, and that might be the name of the fifth movie, who is going to be, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Wasp, and Ant Man. Those will be the new six people. So those are my thoughts there. What about you, Charlie? What do you think about those people that are upset about the characters dying?
I was one of them people. I was I was highly upset when I saw Black Panther disappear. I guess I was upset because it's like, well, they're not gonna kill Black Panther. It's like, oh, oh, okay. All right. Well, they're not gonna kill Spider Man. No, he just came out too. It's like, oh, man, this is bad. Like, what? Why do I feel this way at the end of this movie? This is mean, Marvel. Like, why are y'all doing this to us? And so I understand why people are mad because I was hot. I was mad, and I don't know. The movie was good to me. I think the movie was good. I really do like the movie, but it still hurts seeing all that happen. Even if they come back
Hmm.
or they don't come back, it just the fact that happened, you still get emotional when you see some of that type of stuff. Because he like even Gamora, like just she first off she should have shut her mouth and ran. I told her I
Right.
knew that was about to happen. I was like, she better shut up. And like he just tossed, he's like threw her on the tail down there, just like crying and stuff. I was like, bro, that was cold blooded right there.
That was savage.
I was
That was truly
He
savage.
straight treated like his daughter, like the way he grabbed her arm, like he
yeah.
was dragging her out the toy store. No, no.
Yes. Get on us. But I guess like now that I've had some days to kind of review it in my brain, like just okay, they had to do this. We had to go through this hurt pain so we can see, I guess, the true power of everybody coming back on the next one, or at least some of the people come back, like that sacrifice, like that, like drop us all the way low. They get us like, oh, the next movie is gonna like, oh, we're so happy now. It kind of reminded me again. I go back to Game of Thrones. I think they kind of take some of the writers or they've been watching that show a lot because at the end of some of those seasons, like it's like you just like you like really like a character, right? It's like, oh, this guy's awesome. It's like, man, he's the best, and then he gets destroyed on the last episode, and like, oh, he's not he's not gonna come back. Like his head just got chopped off. Like he was like my favorite character. And he's
Uh,
like, okay, he start building you up on the next season.
And
Anybody
they
you start liking on that show, they might not make it.
and they ain't got no
So
time stone in Game of Thrones either.
also that you get ripped. They just rip it out of you. It's like, we built this person up, you rip it away from you real quick. So that's why I kind of reminded me of this. Like I was like, okay, that's there, but they're gonna come. Some of these are gonna come back, I believe. So
but Charlie, I'm talking about the people who honestly believe like the characters are dead. That's what I'm talking about. Like,
those are just the
like
people that don't really understand like comic books and comic book movies. I mean, they
mhm.
just like they come and watch the movies. I mean, you got those people that follow the comics and follow all the new information about these type of movies. And that's really their thing. And then you got people that like, okay, I like these movies, I like to come and see them, and I mean it. I understand them being mad because they don't really know they're coming back. Like they the way that they made them disappear, they don't know about the gauntlets and what it can do and what it can't do. They're just seeing a good movie. So
And
I
then
Mhm.
and then on top of it, I understand them being mad because it was done so unceremoniously. Like if you are going to kill a character, they should have their time. They should have their moment to die. Like a lot of people are probably like going through the 5 stages of grief right now because like
yes,
we just straight took
perfect.
Spider-Man. Like we just got Spider-Man back too.
Just got them.
We just got Spider-Man back, and you gonna kill him now? Like, so I understand people being upset about that, but like we all know that some of them at least are gonna come back. So I'm not too bad. I'm not
But
too.
but Daddy, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody that died by Thanos' hand, other than Heimdall, because he just was just they just everybody else that died by his hand died ceremoniously.
Mhm.
Gamora, it took at least a minute or two to grab her and throw her off the side. That whole thing. Loki lifting him up and slowly choking him to death. But with everybody that died from the Thanos wave, because it wasn't any big thing other than Spider-Man dying. To me, it should be obvious that they're
Mhm.
coming back, or else it would have been much more. It would have been a much bigger deal of each one of them dying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I guess one thing. I mean, saying that is obvious that they're coming back. I mean, what's the point of the movie if you just don't believe anything in the movie? I mean, to me, it's not going to be worth going to watch. It's like, okay, nobody's really going to die. It's all coming back. And like, you want it to be believable. You want to feel like nobody's coming back, not just like, oh, well, I read the comments. They're all going to live anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's like, to me, that's not really worth a 200 million dollar movie to put out. If is that the premise? It's not very good writing if that's the case. So being that people are upset, that means that the directors, writers, actors, they did a really darn good job to make you feel like they're not coming back.
Yeah.
I guess. But I guess I've been trying to put myself in that situation. I guess if it were like what is it? What is it? The Harry Potter series. Like I don't really know a whole lot about the Harry Potter series, so maybe if I watch like the last one, um, and I watched it, and a bunch of people died, and I don't really have any connection to these characters, but I'm watching them throughout the movie, like, oh, I kind of like that person, I kind of like that person, or maybe I've seen two movies, I kind of like that person, and then they all died at the end. Maybe I would feel like, dang, like how the heck did that happen? But I still don't think I would fall for that, not in the way that they died. That's all that I'm saying. So I just want to tell people, please understand that everybody that died that way is coming back. So just, chill. It's all right. What is the title of the next movie,
Um,
Danny?
I think it's gonna be Avengers, Infinity War, funeral directors. It's gonna be just a bunch of slow singing and flower bringing. It's gonna be a whole just 2 hour montage of funerals for heroes, and people are just gonna, I don't know, like they kill so many people in this movie. I like the what you got. Um, Justin, one big nerd, just commented. He said that it'll be Avengers for No Return. So that could be
No return.
No return.
I think the new Avengers will be good though if they title it the New Avengers. I mean, that kind of gives a connotation that the old Avengers aren't coming back, and that they're starting a new leaf. So I like that. I like that title. No,
The
the
new
New
Avengers.
Avengers.
I'm saying that for the fifth movie though, not the fourth one.
Oh, well, they need to just skip over the fourth one and get to the. No, I'm just playing. They, I don't know. I don't know. I think it would be cool for them because they're gonna have to go find. They're bringing in Miss Marvel. They're gonna have Ant-Man and the Wasp. Shuri might become the Black Panther. You never know. So they might go to the New Avengers. They're gonna have to bring somebody in to fight Thanos to do something because the team that's left ain't gonna be able to do it. We know Hawkeye ain't about to do nothing with no arrows. They're gonna have to find some. He's gonna have to find some kryptonite or something to do something. Oh, that's a different universe. My bad.
Different
That's fine.
universe.
I don't I don't see why he couldn't do nothing with no arrows. I mean, I don't that what's her name? Gamora killed, and it wasn't a real reality, but Gamora killed Thanos in fake reality. And yes, that could have been fake. Like he could have just made that happen. But what gives credence to that is the fact that Gamora snuck on. I mean, sorry, Nebula snuck onto the ship, and this is what Thanos said. She almost killed me.
Mm-hmm.
So somehow he can be killed.
Yeah.
Somehow. So to me, if he can almost be killed, it's possible that Hawkeye's got an arrow that he can do it with. And Hawkeye actually has killed the Incredible Hulk, which nobody could do. But he shot him when he was Banner, but I think he shot
Yeah,
him in a
I'm
particular
about to say, I was
place.
like, did he really? Did he really kill him?
But here's the thing.
Kill
The
him.
thing about it is people have shot at Banner before, but if you shoot at Banner, he's just going to turn into the Hulk. That's the thing. That he even states that in the movies. But I think that Banner told him exactly where to shoot him. And Hawkeye, if you tell him where to shoot, it's done. And so as far as like Thanos, if he needs to put an arrow in Thanos' eye socket, he can do it. I mean, he did it with Loki. Just Loki caught the arrow, but he shot him that mug right in the face. And if Loki hadn't caught it, he would have been shot in the face, and the arrow still exploded. So who knows? Maybe he's got something that he could take out Thanos. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. What's the name of the new movie, Charlie?
The Revengers.
The Revengers.
Take that Thor. You want some revenge? You want some revenge? I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, they say in game is what I'm hearing, but I guess in my point of view, as long as it's showing, it just gives closure to this story, and it just brings everything all together. That's all I'm hoping for this movie. So they can, I guess they are bringing everybody back that's from the first Avengers. They're all still alive, right?
Yeah,
None of them died.
everybody.
Okay. So if they're doing that, and it looks like they're going to, I guess, are we going back in time on that next one, or those were just fake?
I think we're gonna go back in time.
Then we're gonna go back in time. All right, so
Hmm.
I don't know. It's gonna be something like the family. It's gonna be something like everybody's back together again type of thing, like unity type of thing. Um, because they never fixed the Iron Man Captain America thing. We saw
Right.
that was still
Hmm.
fresh to Iron Man. He wouldn't even
Hmm.
call him when New York is getting destroyed. So I
Did they
I
share?
don't
Did
know.
they even share a scene? They didn't even share a scene in the
Nope.
movie, did they?
No,
They
not
didn't share
one. Not
anything.
one.
He
Oh,
was gonna call, and then he was like, "I can't do it," and then he dropped the phone, and Banner's like, "I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him right now." So
Right.
they're gonna they're gonna need to gel that. So some type of reunion, some type of I don't know, coming to Jesus moment. They're gonna have to
yeah.
have
Now
on the
that
next
Bucky's
one.
gone, he can kind of relax over that
We can
stuff.
be friends again. It's like yes, my Bucky is gone. I need a new friend.
They
Oh,
want to bring
Falcon's gone
everybody else
too.
back, but Bucky got to stay dead. I'm sorry,
Yes.
Bucky.
Right. Exactly.
Bucky will come back. Like his arm even disappeared. Like, ain't there a new arm?
That's
Like,
vibranium. How it disappeared?
Oh
so
boy.
yeah. What about you, Rashad?
All right. Next question here. Oh, and I like the end game thing too, or Avengers Family Reunion. All right. So, what does the Soul Stone do? Charlie, that was Danny's question. Is what does the Soul Stone do? I just think people. I think it gives people the ability to dance. You know what I mean? I mean, it's so you get to dance, you get cool hair, get waves or boxes or something like that. Maybe you can rap, you can sing a little bit. We never saw Thanos get the ability to use that, but now he's chilling on his farm. Maybe we'll see a little bit of him use his little soul a little bit. What you think? So close.
They
It's been time to.
should have closed the movie with him activating the soul gem, and then like Sam Cooke start playing or something like that. And
They would really piss people off with that. That would even be worse. It may be a revolt or something.
like, look, I want my money back. I want my money back. I don't want like that.
Scream.
Play sexual healing real quick. I've been
Oh,
really trying, baby.
I don't know. Like that's what I was saying. I don't know. I still don't know what the soul. We've done spend all this time trying to figure out where it was. It's off out on the planet with Red Skull. I like that they brought back Red Skull. That was dope. Like that reveal was really dope to me to see him show up. But still, like I don't know what the Soul Stone does. They didn't explain it. They just said, "Oh, there's a sacrifice for it." I guess it can kill anybody. I don't know, but you can kill anybody with any of those stones. Any of those stones can kill people. But
Mhm.
I don't know. They just didn't. I don't think they explained it well. Like, what does it do? Can you reach all the souls, and or like, can you like discern different souls? I don't know. I didn't understand what it did. So that's one of my questions. They need to answer that in the next movie.
Well, the Soul Stone is alive. It's the only one that actually has a consciousness, and you could actually go inside the Soul Stone. So it's a possibility that instead of all of the people being dead, that they actually go to the Soul Stone. That's a possibility. So instead of Black Panther and the whole crew just not being in the whole first half of the movie, maybe they wake up in this surrounding where everything is orange around them, and there's trillion. I guess it's trillions of people there because it's half the universe. But, that's maybe what's happening there. What you think, Charlie? What's the Soul Stone do?
make you kill your family members. Uh, I don't know.
Pretty
They,
horrible.
I guess it touches into that emotional portion that we have to feel as I guess a being. Maybe it just taps into the truth about somebody's spirit, and that's the only way they can activate everything. I don't know. Maybe it connects all the gems together, so it can actually do what you want it to do. I still don't know what it does. I'm just kind of just pulling something out of the air. They left a lot to be, a lot of details out in the movie. So I guess they're gonna hopefully clarify that in the next movie, maybe, or maybe with some of their comics before the movie.
Okay. I just got two more questions, guys. Two more questions. Two more questions for the fans. I know you guys are sending your questions by mail, but it didn't get to me in time. Let's see here. Why was the Hulk scared? And what is this is the same question. And what is he going to do to make up for it, Daddy?
I don't know, but he got punked at the beginning of the movie. Your boy Thanos straight boxed him up. He hit him with that doop 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 doop. I ain't never seen nobody hit him
Hey,
so
Daddy
like
hit him with that Mike Tyson's punch out.
yeah, boo, boo, boo. Knocked your boy out, and then the whole rest of the movie, he didn't even want to show up no more. The man was like, "Look, man, I'm come." You can see his neck turning green. He was trying to get Hulk come out, and the Hulk was like, "No, I'm not doing it. I'm not fighting Thanos ever again. This dude is he's who's bad? Thanos is bad." And Hulk said, "I'm not doing it." So hopefully, we get a dang on resolution for that. Justin said that was his biggest problem with the movie is now how the Hulk was so shook. You know, we never seen the Hulk like that. Like I can't remember seeing him like that in a TV show and in an animation and in comics or anything like that. I don't know, but I think I like that about the movie. That was one of the few things that I really did like. Hulk and Banner were like the characters that actually had like a story in the movie. A lot of other characters didn't have any story at all. Spider-Man was just like, oh, I'm an Avenger now, and he disappeared. Then a lot of the other characters didn't have an arc in the story, but the Hulk did. Banner did. He decided to fight, even though he wasn't the Hulk. He decided to do it himself. He decided to overcome that. Okay, these guys are bigger and stronger than me, but I'm gonna fight anyway because this is what I believe. So I think I'd like that. I didn't, it was cool to see Hulk being a punk because he was definitely being a punk. He said, "I'm not fighting Thanos. I'm not even gonna fight the Black Order dude. What was this? Obsidian Cole? He came and he was like, I'm not even fighting him. I'm not fighting none of these aliens. Forget it." But,
He went straight Friday, when your boy got knocked out and his dad showed up, he was like, no.
No.
you want some of this, old man? No.
No. Oh,
What do you think, Charlie? What's up with the Hulk, man?
I have.
What is he gonna do?
He better do something because he got straight. He got those taken from him, if you know what I mean. As men,
Wow,
they got snatched. Because what's the name hit him with that 2-piece on that ship, and it was all she wrote. Like Hulk was like, "Dang, that really hurt. I don't think I'm gonna go back to Banner." Like if you decide if you're fighting, you're fighting Thanos and you go back to Banner, it's like that's basically saying I'm going to die. Like you're not even gonna try anymore. Like as Banner dies, that means Hulk dies, right? So he just was scared enough that he don't even want to exist anymore. I mean, that's what I got. I don't know what was up with the Hulk. I thought it was interesting. I can't say I liked it, but I would like to see him kind of come out like and still try at the end and maybe still fall and like have to like regroup on a later movie to like just maybe turn to a different type of Hulk or get the when he gets like really strong like the rage one.
Yeah, the World War Hulk.
Yeah, like he basically taps into that basically by being beat. He keep getting beat by Thanos over and over again. It just enrages him. Like, and maybe that next movie he just like turned on and is able to take him out. But because if they would have had him at the end of the movie, I mean, it wouldn't have been going to this next movie. They just needed him and Thor. Him and Thor would have took care of everybody.
Yeah.
So Thanos would have walked in there and got beat down because Thor would have hit him in the chest with that hammer and Hulk would have ripped that arm off. So I think them two together would have took Thanos out at the end of the movie. But I guess that's why they had to, make him scared and just have Banner in the in the suit of armor.
Somebody said they spent all the CGI budget on Thanos, so
that's what I was thinking. I said that. I said that to Rashad after the movie. I was like, the CGI budget was completely wiped out.
Here's my thing. I think everybody's missing out on a key point here. the key thing about it is that if you go back to Thor Ragnarok, Hulk is talking to Thor, and Hulk is saying he does not want to go back to Earth because people hate him on Earth. So yes, he absolutely get destroyed by Thanos. And also, don't forget about the fact that Heimdall, when he sent him, it's not like he beamed the Hulk like right back like on Earth. Like I feel like he beamed him back like in the atmosphere, and then he had to fall, like another couple miles, before. So that's an extra hit that he took on top of that, that only made him feel even more psychological about it. But the thing about it is, I think that his thing is also the fact that Bruce is like, all right, I need you to come back. And he's like, no, man, like I'm not coming back on Earth. They hate me here on Earth. Like last time I was on Earth, I wrecked this whole building. You were pissed about that. Like I'm not even trying to deal with that. Which could open doors for World War Hulk in the future. It's like if he gets like if Thanos smashes him down again and he gets really pissed, but he gets so pissed that he can't control it, now they have to fight the Hulk. You know what I mean? So I think they've already done Planet Hulk in a way. This could be their way of doing that. And I think that Marvel does a great job of laying the seeds for things that are going to come up in the future. So this could be World War Hulk that's coming, I think. All right, last question, guys. And obviously the most important question. What does the future hold? How are they going to get out of this situation? What the heck is going to happen? What about the scrolls? So, Charlie, what do you think, man? Like, what's the future, man?
I
How do
think
we get out of this?
some reason I just got a feeling that after that Guardians of the Galaxy 2 in credit scene when they talked about Adam Warlock, I got a feeling he's gonna do something. I think the director said that he's not gonna be in this movie, but I just think he plays too big of a part in the actual comic to not have him
Hmm.
face off with someone with Thanos. Like,
You think he lied? You think Marvel lied again?
yes, I do. I mean, they lie on
Y'all
every
just some
trailer.
liars. That's what
They
y'all
lie
are.
on the trailers all the
Like,
time. They just keep continuing to lie all the time. So I can see them, having Adam Warlock or somebody. Yeah, I'm gonna say Adam Warlock because I don't think they're gonna do anything with Silver Surfer because they didn't have the rights yet. But use him maybe like that Silver Surfer character in the comics, to basically bring that balance that everybody needs to, you know, change the outcome of Thanos. Basically, maybe he'll get that gauntlet and he'll just know exactly what to do. Kind of like how when they made Vision on Ultron, it was like he was like that missing key to go ahead and defeating Ultron. Like he just knew everything already about him. Like he just came out of the blue. You didn't really know who he was, but just all right, let's go. We can beat him now. So I think something
Hmm.
like that may happen, um, to kind of change change the dilemma, change the story at the end of that movie to really bring it for the heroes to win. So
All
something like
right.
that, something radical.
Now I'm gonna real quick. I'm gonna comment on the whole Silver Surfer thing. One thing I didn't think about when we did our predictions is that you absolutely cannot introduce Silver Surfer in any way whatsoever. It doesn't have anything to do with Fox. It's the fact that you cannot introduce him as a good guy. Silver Surfer, from the perspective of the human race, has to be a bad guy first. You can't introduce him as a good guy first because Silver Surfer's initial primary role is that he is a herald of Galactus. You cannot introduce Silver Surfer without introducing Galactus. Now, once you introduce the two of them, then you can make Silver Surfer a good guy. But you can't use him as a bad guy. I mean, a good guy in any way at all. So I agree that it may be somebody that plays that same type of role, but this is more so for the people watching the video that think that Silver Surfer could be involved in the future. And I'm gonna tell you, no, not in a good way. Not first. Not at first. You're not gonna want to see Silver Surfer coming.
Hmm.
What about you, Danny? What about the future, man?
I think that so I've heard, I don't know how true this is, but I've heard that the Ant-Man the whole quantum realm thing, you know how they're gonna find Janet Van Dyne and all that good stuff. I think that they're gonna use that to go back in time since we don't have access to the time stone and all that stuff. I think they're gonna find a way. Him, Tony, Bruce, Shuri, they're going to get together and do their sciencey stuff, and figure out a way to get back to. Justin said Stan Lee is going to save the world. I'd be happy with that. But
That'd be cool.
but I think they're going to find a way to use the quantum realm to go back in time, or to I hope they don't bring people from the past into this future, but I think it will be. I think that's what they're gonna end up doing, is using that quantum realm stuff from Ant-Man to manipulate time some kind of way, and save some people, or go into the future. And I don't know. I have no clue. I honestly have no clue. I don't think I've had long enough to think about it.
Okay, I pretty much feel like Doctor Strange was doing something. Like Doctor Strange was like, he had the rock in his hand, and I'm gonna use my telekinesis to make it move. Move. The rock was flying, right? But what you didn't see is his hands. His hands is over here, doing something to make, to do something to that time stone to make it still work. Because I think it's going to be a big deal, the fact that the gems, even though Thanos was able to escape with the space gem, I don't think that the gems work, except for the time stone. Somehow they're going to get to Nebula, because Nebula is going to know where Thanos is, so that they can get the gauntlet. But none of the stones work except the time stone. Use the time stone to undo something. However, the problem is they're going to run into problems with Nebula. Because if you read the comic book, the issue is the fact that they get the gauntlet from Thanos because he's not paying attention. But it's Nebula that gets the gauntlet. And Nebula is completely unbalanced because of how much that she's been tortured. And she could potentially destroy the whole universe, not just the people in it. So I think that they have definitely laid that. And I think they did a really good job of having her play that part, but it's a mislead, because if you don't know anything about the comic, you're not paying attention to Nebula at all. Her part is so small, but she's going to be the most important part of movie 4. You mark my words, because I've been wrong every time. All right, so let's go ahead and close this up here. Let's get your closing thoughts, man. I know, Charlie, you just had a major event. I was with you there at that event, man. Why don't you go ahead and close it out on that there, sir?
Yeah, man, we had a great time. Cafe's put on a great party. Had a lot of guests out there. We had not Iron Man. We had Spider-Man, Captain America, and we had two Black Panthers. I guess we had Black Panther, T'Chaka and T'Challa there. So it was lots of fun. The kids had a ball. It was good I guess it was good for us to do this event after this movie, because most of the kids were like sad after the movie. So when they got to our second part, it's all fun and balloons, and they're taking pictures and getting face painted and all this type of stuff. It kind of cheered them up, and they was like, yeah, we love Marvel again. So hopefully we helped a little bit with the counseling session, after this type of movie. But we had a great time. This is probably our last big event, but we're going to be looking to do a couple more things with some of these other movies upcoming, with the Solo movie and Deadpool and Venom. So let's look out for that on the site and on our color commentary page. But outside of that, you guys take care.
All right. And Mr. Danny, I see you looking around for something. What we about to see?
Oh, nothing. I was trying to find some Ace Blade. You see, I got my Ace Blade right here. This young man right here, because my Kickstarter for the final Ace Blade, the 100-page Ultimate Edition of the Ace Blade comic, starts next weekend on Free Comic Book Day. So we're actually giving away Ace Blade #1 over on our website, www.fourthwallpros.com. I will put the link in the description down there. And if you put in the promo code VIEWS, since you watch our show, you put in the promo code VIEWS, you'll be able to get that comic book absolutely free. So I'll send you over there and y'all can get that. Check that out. And then if you like it, you can get the full story next Saturday, May 5th, on our Kickstarter for the 100-page edition. But other than that, I'm going to use the time gem to just skip forward to 2019, and then so I can see what happens in part 4. But until then, stay vigilant, my friends. I'm out.
Dan, you about to be like, I know exactly what happens. I'm not seeing the movie now. Thank you
Nah.
again for watching our episode. That has been our episode. I'm glad that you guys were sat with us. I hope we can answer some of your questions, touch on some of your topics. If we didn't, go to the Color Commentary group on Facebook right now. Go there right now on Facebook and become a member and then ask your question because we talk about things all the time. Sometimes we post written stuff, sometimes we post videos. So check it out and we'll make sure to answer your question. In addition to that, go down to the description and you can see links to our other playlists where you can see all of our other things. You can check out our predictions and see how well that we did there. And as usual, remember that you gotta subscribe to survive. Thanks again for what's going on, Charlie? What's happening with you over there? Why are you laughing?
I'm looking at the the chat over here. Talking about what was it, Corporal Geek? No, I'm sorry. You know about his kids made him miss everything, and then one of y'all said kids are the worst. It was funny.
Yes. Kids make me miss things too. Yes. Thank God I saw the movie a second time. Well, thanks again for watching episode of Color Commentary, where we give you views. And then we could just end the video right there.
Hey,
Good stuff.
I'm gonna put this in here. Where did everybody go? What? Well, I guess.
Right. Yes.
I guess I'm the only one that made it. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Let me cut my camera off quick so you can do that.
Guys, what happened? Oh man. Guess I'm the only one that made it. Peace.